guys.
Oh yeah.
There's trouble. What's up? What are we expecting today?
Dale's got his box out here,
Well,
and it's got
I
everything.
see tequila's in there for the bulldog. What
Top
about
row.
you, Chandler?
It's in there, but there's the ruby-eye leech.
There's the ruby-eye, some vampires, some pumpkin heads. Yeah, it should be leeches. I mean, it's fall
Yeah.
on a phenomenal piece of water, and there's no wind.
Well, you gotta love that. So that's today as we take you sport fishing on the fly. I'll have to go with the leech. Well, good start, right?
It's pumpable, Don.
Yeah. I think we'll have to take a throat sample. Well, there's not a whole lot of fish moving yet.
No.
And it's chilly still. Oh, he's not a bad size, Bri. Oh, it's a good start. You got the red leech on.
Yep.
Nice.
The old ruby-eye.
Oh, ruby eye. Oh,
Oh, but it's fall.
oh, there it is. It's fall, yeah. Gotta fish them. Want me to hold the net or? And there it is, the throat sampler.
You know what, Don? It's probably just got zooplankton in them.
Really? You think so? That's it?
But anyways, we'll
Yeah, I guess
have a
not.
quick look.
Oh, got something in him.
Little guy.
That is a little guy.
Zooplankton.
Zooplankton, yeah. Oh, there's a couple of bigger nuggets. Mainly zooplankton, though.
Yeah,
Or the other guys?
and water mites.
Water mites.
Yeah.
Mm.
So not a lot of feeding going on.
Not yet. It's early, it's cold. We got to get the leeches going, Bryce. So you started with the red leech?
Yeah, with the BMW or the ruby-eyed leech.
Ruby eyed?
Yeah, and we just when we pulled in, we saw one way in there.
Yeah, way in the weeds.
So they're cruising back and forth, and on this lake, it could be 10 inches, it could be 10 pounds.
And they could come in at any time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put on a little Malcolm Ruddock gray leech. You got the red?
Yep.
Try different colors.
We just got to keep moving along, looking for fish.
Perseverance.
Yeah.
It's respectable. Whoa! Oh, that's a better fish, Brian.
Tight to the weeds.
Tight to the weeds.
Oh, yeah.
You called it. You said they're in here.
It's
Now
nice
it's getting
fish.
better.
Yeah.
Well, it was a cool morning. I still got my little toque on. I mean, it was cold. And we've only been getting small fish to this point, but this guy's better.
Oh yeah,
That's
good looking
nice.
fish.
Yeah, real nice. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh,
That's better.
beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful fish.
So that's a little, actually this would be a real good candidate for the bench. It's one of the newer patterns. It's, so what I did with this one, as we're always modifying, I combined your ruby eye with the magic brown. So I got a magic brown bead on with a brown body and then a red tail
Yep.
and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually a pretty cool combination. And obviously they like it.
That brown magic is a great bead.
Brown magic bead, brown body, and then I put the red tail.
Tail.
That's pretty
Perfect.
cool. There he is there. Oh, nice guy to start, you know, nice, not a huge fit, but look at how fat they are.
Oh yeah, no. They're in
He's
great
a
shape.
chunker, they ever. Look at that guy. He's a chunky guy. There he goes.
Good
Sweet.
job, Don.
Well, you know what? We saw a big one in there,
Yeah.
but we've been getting, you know, we're in like a little nurturing ground. They're tiny
The
little.
grandchildren.
Yeah.
But we just got to keep moving along the shoreline and fishing all these little indents in the bulrush. That's where the big guys are cruising in and out of.
So that's the strategy, right? You got to be actually right on the edge of the weeds, or even in the weeds.
They're in the weeds because we've got 6-7 feet on the edge of the tules here, so that's where the food is, and they're poking around in
Well,
there.
we've been out for about a couple hours. We tried the one end, the south end, nothing eating. So we came down here and we got a couple.
Well, we know that in the fall you got to move.
You got to move, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep rolling. Well, maybe we'll show that fly again. If it works again, maybe we'll try it on the bench. Always modifying, Brian, always changing. Well, that's a better fish, Bri.
Well, it's
Oh, man.
bending that rod.
Oh, yeah, I know. My totem pole. It's a 10'6" weight, but it feels like a 12 weight. You know, it's pretty sweet. Wow. I didn't think he was that big when he first hit, but
Oh,
they're
yeah, I
scrappy.
know.
Wow. And that's the beauty of this colder water, right? It starts cooling off in the fall, and you start getting some pretty nice fish because they get all healthy and excited. And I think this guy's stout, Bri.
Oh no, it's a chunk. This is a chunk.
It's gotta be. He's fighting really good. Holy cow.
Yeah, get him back on this side.
Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah.
No, yeah, I know.
Holy cow.
Whoa.
That is a
We're getting
toad.
some stills of this puppy.
That's a nice fish. Wow. That's a dandy.
I bet you that was that fish that we saw jump.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Look at that. Big male. Real nice male. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, Dawn.
Bri. That's a dandy, isn't it? Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that, is right. Wow. That's a healthy, how big you think that a guy is?
Oh, 5.
Yeah, 4 to 5, eh?
Oh no, it's 5.
No, he's over at least 5? Yeah.
Wait till you see how
Yeah.
broad he is.
Wow, yeah, look at him. He wanted that. So let's, you know what, before we let this fish go, we're going to the bench right now. When we come back, we'll show you this fish, but that's what we're going to tell you right there. It's a combination of Chandler's favorite, the red, right, the ruby eye, and Brian's magic brown. It's a great combination. Today on the bench, I want to tie you up Dawn's Blood Brown Leech. Great little pattern we developed last year and had great success. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a size 10 Mustad R72, some 8/0 brown nano silk to tie with, a small gold cone head for the head, a 7/64 inch brown magic bead for the bead, some blood red Arizona semi-seal for the tail, and some blood red and brown brick Arizona semi-seal mixed for the body. To start the fly off, I put my cone on and my brown bead. And you'll see my brown bead, you can barely see it. It actually gets covered a little bit in the cone, but that's fine, that's what we want. Then we're gonna actually put our thread on behind there and just wrap it in and just wrap it behind the beads so they stay put, and put a base layer down and go right to the back of the hook. Now I'm going to take some of my red semi-seal and just pick it off in a clump. You're going to roll it in your fingers. Just roll it together. I want the tail about as long as the body. So again, just a small tail on the fly. Just wrap it in and then go back over. And that'll form a nice tail on the fly. Now that we have the tail tied in, I'm actually going to form a dubbing loop. So form your loop and then wrap your thread right back to the beads. Then what I'm going to do is alternate. So now as I'm going to put material in, I'm going to start and just pull off some brown, put it into your loop, and alternate, and then some red. And I want to alternate brown and red all the way up. Now when you wrap forward, we're going to wind it forward, and as you wind forward, keep pulling that material back. Yeah, just to finish off the fly, we're just going to take a few whip finishers right behind the bead just to finish off our thread. And make sure you take a few good wraps just so it's all sealed up. It's not going to fall apart. Cut off your thread. And now we're going to take a dubbing brush and just pick out that dubbing. So there it is, the finished Blood Brown Leech. Great pattern to use. This combination of the brown and the red really sets it off, and that magic brown bead with the gold, it's a killer. Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim. Oh man, look at that, Bri. Look at that
That's
chunk.
a beautiful Stump Lake rainbow.
Isn't it? Look at that. That's just a chunk. Look at the beautiful colors, you know?
Big male.
Just big male, just gorgeous fish. Well, just gonna let him go, eh? Look at that. Look at how fat. Oh. Look at him across the back.
I gotta get one more.
It's just a
Oh.
beautiful fish.
Okay.
Okay, ready? All right, Joe.
Beauty.
Okay, I think he's gonna be ready. Oh yeah, look at how fat. Oh, he wants to go. Wow, when he hit, I didn't think he was that big.
No,
Wow.
he rolled on his side when he hit.
Did he ever?
a
That was
chunk.
phenomenal. Holy cow. And you know what? We're out here fairly deep. So what do we have to do? Like what's the thinking?
Now we just got to keep moving and seeing fish move, cover them. They're not showing themselves very much today, so got to hunt them down, keep moving. But the water's so clear right now, and there's enough light. They're looking up and they see those colors of the fly, and you've got red crystal flash in the tail.
Yeah, in the tail, yeah.
That bead, and they see it above them.
They must see it because
Yeah.
we're only hanging, like I said, 7, 8 feet max. We're in 20 feet of water.
19, 20 feet of
19,
water.
20.
But it's fall, and they're on the feed wagon. They got to eat.
And see how healthy they are. They're fat.
They'll come a long ways.
And what a scrap. That guy ran me way to my back, and that's phenomenal.
That's great.
Well, now we're getting into it. It's around 1 o'clock. We've had a quiet morning. Time to get some slabs like that.
Well, you gotta be patient in the fall, right? There's no hatch, so you gotta be patient. Wait.
Leeches.
Leeches.
That's all we can say.
Yep.
Okay, Brian. Let's
Good
get another
job.
big one. Sweet. Oh, that's good. A classic setup. You know, again, what we prefer out here, 10-foot rods. You know, 10-foot rods always give you a better cast with the indicator. We find. You can open up the loops a little bit. Get a little longer cast. Oh, he went down the muck, didn't he? Right in the weeds. And our classic setup with the swivel. You know, we've only got a few feet off the swivel, down to our fly from the indicator. And how deep were you? About 7 feet?
7 feet.
7 feet. All right. Well, we'll talk a bit about the conditions too. You know, we've
Perfect.
got prime conditions.
For this lake.
It is.
Yeah, and I mean the barometer isn't rising or anything today, but it's not crashing.
No.
But there's
It's the way it is, right? They're picky. We're seeing fish on the finder. We've got
Lots
ideal
of little
conditions. Yeah, lots of little guys feeding. But normally in this lake, you know, we're in Stump Lake, and normally you'll have fish boiling. Like you'll see them when they're happy, they're active. We've seen a couple, but not many.
Yeah.
So it's been tough, but oh, look at that, beautiful chrome. Nice fish. There he goes.
Wow.
On the little brown and red.
Yeah,
They like that little brown and red.
and that bead.
Had that on the bench. Well, you know, that's the magic beads, right?
Yeah,
There's so many different colors now. The chartreuse, the browns, the
Brown.
bronzy blacks. I mean, they got so cool colors.
Yep.
You love them, don't you?
Oh yeah. No, it's just something different, right? Just gotta give them something different. That's why, you know, why we're starting to fish blobs and fabs and boobies, all different colors, like
Everybody-
that purple haze.
Purple haze worked. I know, it was a great pattern. So, well, you never know. Now we need bigger, Brian. Now the bigger guys are starting to come on.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's decent. That's a good start.
shallow.
Shallow. So we're approaching it two different ways. So everybody knows. So Brian's working the weed edge and I'm working out deeper. And then you're covering two different zones, right?
Yeah.
And if we're cruising in shallow, you know, because before in the other place, we were getting the little fingerlings, right? We're in the nursery.
We're in the nursery.
But sometimes you'll find that the smaller fish will be in there, but sometimes the bigger guys are in there, like this one. And, you know, you're always usually going to get bigger fish out further, but if they're not cruising there, you never know.
In the
This one
fall,
looks good.
yeah, they gotta eat.
They got to eat, yeah.
They
You
gotta
always like it in the weeds, don't
Yeah.
you? Like right beside
Yeah,
it.
right in there.
This one's good, Bri.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, they're starting to
soft.
come on.
The cakes are just like
I
those
know.
little ones.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't know when you set the hook, you're just waiting to feel how big they are. But, oh, another dandy. You know, those are good quality fish.
Oh yeah.
Good fights. Eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Ooh, ah.
We'll take it.
Right. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's a pretty fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, little brown and red still, working good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not giving it much motion right now with some of this dead calm. There he is there. That's again, nice
shape.
fish, you know, nice little chunk.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous fish. Beautiful. We're saying, you know, it's dead calm, no riffle, so we're
Yeah.
having to give it motion.
Yeah, we usually like that fresky riffle, but we're not getting it today. Unbelievable.
There's no riffle. But you're having good success by the weeds.
Yeah.
So I think I'm flipping back over, I'm going towards the weeds. And what we talked about before as far as the setup, you know, I've got a 10-foot rod, 5 or 6 weight is good. Nice dry line that can cast your indicator down to a swivel, you know, depending on the depth. And then we usually run about 3 feet down to the fly. And you're ready to roll.
That indicator did not die.
It
just dimpled.
So there's a good tip for everybody. If it's just barely moving, slip set, and that's what you got to do. Nice slow slip set,
Nice
right?
slow, but if it's too fast, you'll pull it out of their mouth.
Right, so it's got to be real slow. And this is another dandy. Look good. Look nice. So it just shows you too, you know, that we're casting into the weed edge. We're thinking it's about 10 feet along that edge, Brian.
Yeah.
Probably 10 feet of water, but the weeds are up. And we're only down 5 feet. And I think these fish are cycling by. Oh, beautiful. Oh, a little darker too.
Yeah.
right?
Maturing
Yeah,
female
sure. Oh, wow, real nice.
wild fish.
Beautiful. Oh. Yes.
Oh well.
And that's what you've got. You've got the 10-foot setup, right?
Yeah, 10-foot 5 weight. I'm
5 weight?
using a 5 weight.
Yeah.
But we're both using fly lines, like those SA lines
Yeah.
that are designed for throwing indicators. So like this guy here, the wavelength
Yeah, the wavelength. Yeah,
is a great, the wavelength Titan or the anadrol line in the amplitude series
right.
are perfect for what we want to do.
That's what I have, the amplitude, and I
Oh, yeah.
love it. It casts like a dream, and you
Those
can
are
tell.
nice lines.
They're nice lines. You lay that wide loop out and just chucks it. Pretty sweet. Wow.
Get back in there.
I'm getting back in there. That's 3-0 now. You got. I've got them over there. You're getting them over here. Cast out there. It's almost time for a wrap. But why do we always come out fishing in the fall? You know, you always love coming out in the fall. So
Well,
do
it's
I.
because you want to get cold, right?
Yeah, of course. And you want to get big fish.
You got to get big red on. No, it's because with trout and char in productive lakes, as that water temperature drops in the fall, they move shallower and shallower to feed. And the biggest fish of the year can be caught in the shallowest water that you'll ever fish in the year. And it's simply because there's no insect hatches occurring, so the fish have got to feed on shrimp or leeches or immature damselflies or dragonflies, and they're aggressive because their metabolism is geared so that they want to get as much body fat as they can before winter, because they're going to gear right down in the winter time. So it's the best time of year to fish. Once those water temperatures get below 52, 53 degrees Fahrenheit, and certainly down into the 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that's when it really gets good.
I agree. It's our favorite time. It's cold, but it's worth it. Don't miss out on fall fishing, because you will catch the biggest fish of the year for sure. But when you come out here, take care. Conserve our waters, and we'll see you next time we take you sport fishing on the fall. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.